Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. This video is going to be on how to find stocks to day trade. So I'm going to tell you of a couple of our favorite scanners, and then I'm going to show you what they look like live. So the first thing that you want to do is you need to have a good stock scanner if you want to become a successful day trader. The reason for this is because stock scanners hunt for volume, right? And volume is what catches the eyes of all the other day traders. They want to see what's running, right? They don't want to trade stocks that aren't liquid or that are not popular. They want to trade stocks that other people are watching because it creates the volatility, right? So when you're trading, just in general or especially with, trading penny stocks or day trading, it's that volatility, right? It's the battle between the bulls and the bears. You got to be able to catch and see what's happening, what's running that day, because you're trying to capitalize on the momentum of a stock. You're trying to get that little piece of the pie as stocks are moving up. So, how do you do that if you don't know what stocks are running? That's the key, and that's where having a good scanner will do that for you. So, stock scanners hunt for the volume and hunt for what stocks are running. So here are some things to look for, right? So when you're getting started with trading, it's very important to set your risk parameters up from the start. You'll hear us talking about risk reward ratios all the time. The reason for this is because you want your winners to outweigh your losses so you make money, right? I wish there was a way to make money 100% of the time trading, but the reality is that's not the case. The best traders in the world, they still fail 30 to 40% of the time. That's why you want to have at least a 1 to 2, ideally a 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. So you want to shoot, to make at least 5 times what you're risking per trade. So, if you're risking 10 cents on a stop level, you want the ability to make at least 50 cents. If you're risking $1, you want the ability to make at least $5, right? At minimum, you want a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, but ideally 1 to 5. News catalysts, very important, right? Now, with penny stocks, you're not always going to have a news catalyst. Many times they're just going to trade with no rhyme or reason. But if you can find a news catalyst that backs up the momentum that these scanners are catching, so if you see stocks running in the pre-market or market open, if you get a news catalyst, both positive and negative, behind it, that can affect drastically the reasoning for that breakout, right? So during the pre-market, you want to look for unusual volume. So look at the gappers, see what's running. Trade Ideas has a great pre-market gappers section where you can search by volume, short flow, relative volume, all those important columns. Again, they're really high tech. We personally just love Trade Ideas. A lot of the other scanners can be good for searching for like high a day volume stuff like that, or a basic pre-market scanner, but it doesn't give you all those filtered columns that Trade Ideas has. Now, high pre-market volume is key. It's not foolproof by any means. You want to see at least 100,000 shares or more, but a lot of times, it might be a day where there's not a lot of high pre-market volume, and then something that has 20,000 is the one that goes and rips that open. But the more volume that's happening in the pre-market, typically that's what catches more of the eyes of the other day traders. Because what are day traders doing? Think about it. They're going to do the same thing you're doing. They're going to run their pre-market scanner and see what's running. So the ones that are running with the highest volume typically are going to be the ones that go on their watch list, right? Also, you want to look for high relative volume. So this is, for volume spikes that are higher than are typically traded. So if you have stocks that have higher relative volume, that could cause more of a rip or a breakout at open as well. So now let's take a look at a couple of scanners. I'll show you Trade Ideas and also Think or Swim. So I want to show you a couple examples of a couple scanners that we like to use. First off, Trade Ideas. This is hands down our favorite scanner. It's very customizable. As you can see, there's a lot of different windows here. So if you're new to trading, this could be very overwhelming. You don't have to have as many of these windows. Again, each of these windows are fully customizable and they each have a purpose. So you'll see, again, lots of customization with Trade Ideas. You'll see at the top left, there's a high a day scanner We have gapping stocks on the bottom, so you'll see the ones that are gapping up, moving up throughout the day. Again, this is the key with trading, right? When you're doing day trading and you're trading these small cap penny stocks, you're looking for stocks that are running, they have volume, they have momentum. So you have the gappers, right? You want to watch the ones that are gapping up and down. Also see ones that are moving up to new highs of day, right? You want to see that momentum. Is it going to keep going up throughout the day? There's also things like reversals, there's moving average crossovers, VWAP crossovers. So again, you can customize trade ideas as much or as little as you want. You'll see I have several screens showing here, but again, it's all a matter of your preference. But trade ideas, hands down, probably the best scanner that's out there for customization with penny stocks. Next up over here, you'll see with TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, they have a basic high-a-day scanner. And to be honest with you, you don't need always to get those bells and whistles, right? So if you're just looking for those stocks that are moving on the day and you don't want all the customization, you don't need all the bells and the whistles, then you could have a scanner and just kind of customize TD Ameritrade right over here and look for stocks that are running up high a day. You'll see many of these stocks will be the ones that are ending up finding that end up on trade ideas as well. They just don't have all the different customizations and stuff. So if you're just looking to kind of just trade those momentum breakouts, you can have a high day scanner kind of set up over here and just kind of filter through and just see what stocks are running. So again, it shows you, I want to kind of show you the differences between like a highly customizable one like trade ideas, which is our favorite one. But if you don't need all the bells and whistles and you're just looking for a good high-a-day scanner, you can create it within TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim platform or pretty much any broker. Check with your broker. If you don't know how to do it, just call up their customer service and just say, hey, can you help me set up a high-a-day scan? And then you can customize it and filter it by stocks. Let's say, sub $1 up to that $10 range, depending on what range you want to be in, but that small cap stock range. So again, just hopefully this helped you here. Just wanted to show you the differences between Thinkorswim's basic high-a-day scanner as well as Trade Ideas more advanced customizable scanner.